times is the height into the bottom. So this is the basic measuring technique, and then I'm going to do some proportions. So if this is my bottom of the jug 1.5 times, so it comes up to here, I'm just going to do some basic marking, and my jug is relatively cylinder, and then measuring, keeping that bottom as the basic measurement, I'm going to just see how far away is my mug. So it's roughly this much, and then what's the height? It's a bit shorter than, and this is also relatively straight. There's no angle in it, and then I see a wide top. The handle, and I also like to add in a bit of the shadow, because I feel that the shadow really defines objects in space. Most of my drawings are generally starting from the shadow and then going into the highlight. And I find it a very convenient method to chalk down basic. So as you can see, just with a couple of strokes, I've managed to get the gist of the jug. Now the question is, do I like this angle enough for me to do, let's say, an hour of a study? Okay, but I wouldn't know until I actually go to another angle and do a study from another side. So I'm just going to do that in a second, because I do find adding some detail into the handle will give the jug its identity, so to speak. Okay, how far up is the water? The water is probably this is the level of the water. I really like the way you just see like a bit of shadow and over here that defines the water. It's like looking into a fish aquarium. You see all those different angles and refractions with light coming in and tricking your eye really. So there you go. That's my basic jug. I often don't use an eraser, and many people find it difficult, I would say. Why not use an eraser, make it easy for yourself? But I just feel that it makes decision making very easy. You know that every stroke that you put down, you think about it and then add it. So here you go. This is like a very quick study of the jug, and now I'm moving on to my mug, which has 3 indentations here. So this is the dark area, this is the light area, and I see that it's going into the jug like that, the horizon line. Jug itself is casting some interesting shadows, and I see the wobbly line here. So there you go. Indentation here. Anyways, let's come back to the mug. Yeah, it often happens that the object that you really find interesting, you add more detail to it. However, if you add detail in all the different areas on your composition, then you'd see that the other areas are bringing out the beauty of that object. Okay, so there you go. The mug is almost done, and these indentation lines I see. Okay, I find this area to be darker, so I'm just going to add that darkness here, and then the shadow. So that's my quick sketch, and now I'm going to move on to another area and do another sketch and see whether I like this area better or do I want to move to another area. So let me just move the camera and take you to another area and start sketching from there.